The Naturehike burner is a solid product, but I feel it's in a niche that's just going to make it hard to sell, and it'll probably like a flop as a product. It's very well built. You can use it standalone or insert it in the IGD table. The legs have little feet with little pads, so it's going to sit on just about any good surface. These arms are adjustable. We've got 3 burners, puts out a great amount of heat. It's good for heating up your water for the morning. A couple drawbacks of this is it doesn't quite fit in the IGT table very well, because it's either a little bit too small or the hole's a little bit too big, so like a little bit of a wobble there. It does not have a way to ignite itself, so you have to use matches. And then when you're packing it up, the gas hose comes off to the side, so it's kind of awkward getting it in the travel case and then packing it and putting it in your ruck. You have to kind of be careful where that is. So by comparison, the larger Naturehike clamshell stove has a quick detach, so you can disconnect the gas hose entirely when you pack this away. So with this needing matches and then the gas hose being permanently attached, but I feel that those are negatives, and then it not fitting too well in the IGD table, you can have the table and use this or not use it, or just use it standalone and the table's not an issue. So we got like 2 drawbacks there. And then there's always, you know, the portable gas stove that you attach to the top of one of these canisters, which you get maximum portability with this, but it's not that versatile, and it's kind of clumsy because it's like sitting kind of high, while like this burner is going to be lower to the ground to be more stable. So when it comes to like product to product, this is a better product, but then it takes up a little bit more room if you're hiking it and going a long distance and you have to worry about weight. This is heavy and well made, so flimsy and light would kind of win in that battle, right? Because you're talking about, you know, how long you're going to be hiking, how much weight. So you want to save on weight, so you can use the cheaper, flimsier product just to have a gas stove. So even though this is a better product, you might go for the cheaper, flimsier thing. So there's that. But if you're just, you got an Alice pack and you're like airsofting and you're not hiking that far and weight's not too much of an issue, you can definitely pack this little guy, and this will be more stable to cook on, a little bit easier, a little more controllable. It puts out more heat, so you can cook faster, or you can cook something bigger. Then it packs into this nice little case. And it's, you know, it's basically the same size as a canister. So wherever you're putting your canisters, you can put, you know, one of these. So this is a nice little product. But when it comes to, if you already have one of these burners and then you already have the camp stove, then this like fits in the middle, and I wouldn't see myself using this a whole lot, unless I'm setting up the IGT table. Then I can put this in the middle to heat up coffee. So like if I was having a lazy morning, I'd set up the table, put this burner in the middle, and like make coffee for breakfast, and then have like some oatmeal or something. This would be a very convenient, small, compact way to heat up breakfast without using like the full stove or like the full charcoal. You can just use this in the middle of the table, and that's a pretty solid, convenient way to make stuff. I would not want to use this burner and set it on the table, because it's kind of clumsy and it's kind of tall, and you get like wind coming through and you can like accidentally bump it and make a mess. So when I'm setting up a table for camping for breakfast, if you're packing the entire IGT table, you're basically car camping, because it's kind of a bigger product, and in that case I would use this. So it's a neat product, but it's definitely kind of a niche. If you're going to buy the IGT table, you might want to look into this, because this would go really well with that. Using this as a standalone, it's kind of rough, because it's just like, if you already got the flimsy cooker, you might as well just, you know, stick with this. Or if you go on something larger, like the more portable Naturehike 2-burner clamshell stove, which I love this thing. This is great. It's heavy, it's stable, it cooks really well. So I'm just like, this is a neat product. I like it, but I'm just like, it'd be hard for me to like try to convince people like, hey, go ahead and buy this product. You're gonna love it. And just like, it's kind of a niche. You might like it. Depends what kind of camping you do. If you're doing car camping and you got the IGT table, this is definitely, I'd recommend this. But outside of that, I'm just like, it's kind of a too niche of a product to really push on people. But go ahead. I'll make some more cooking videos with this. Probably make some coffee, maybe some oatmeal, meal cold weather, you know, the cold weather rations. So you definitely heat up some water with this and make those. Available here in the TikTok shop. Click link below, check it on out.